In this episode, we're going to be installing the Denali Soundbomb Mini. They claim it's loud, stylish, and rugged. And I'll also add obnoxious, which is great for a horn. We're going to be installing this in the stock location where the current horn resides in the Kawasaki KLR650. So the horn location on the Kawasaki KLR is here on the right side. It's pretty easy to take apart. If you need to remove this panel, in a previous video, we'll have a link to it right up here. So the horn is pretty easy to take out. It's just two 10mm bolts and these two leads. So we'll remove this top one here, which holds the bracket on. Okay, that holds the bracket. And then we'll just remove these two leads. And this 10mm nut from the back. There we go, stock horn. So the Denali Soundbomb Mini comes with the horn, of course, and then these two brackets. Oh, there's some instructions here too. They basically say how important it is to make sure that you attach these brackets and wire it appropriately, although it does say it doesn't matter the polarity, it'll work either way. A couple things that you have to be aware of when you install the Soundbomb Mini. You got to make sure the trumpet section is down. That'll keep any water from getting inside here, or at least it'll drain out if it does. And then you got to use both these brackets together. It has to be attached or it'll adversely affect the sound, apparently. So we'll start by attaching this nut here to the back of the Soundbomb Mini. Just make it loose, and then we'll see if it attaches. This is substantially wider, as you can see, than the stock one. So that's gonna be pretty tight. I think we can get the Soundbomb to work. It'll just be wedged in here. But we're going to have to modify this bracket so that it will be supported. I think that would fit right there. But see, this bracket is going to have to be modified to curve up and back this way. So we're going to bend the bracket right here. Bend it up a bit. There you go. I think that's enough. Let's see. Yeah, I think that might work. I think that'll work. Alright, we'll put the bolt in. It's a little tight, but it is wedged in there pretty good. Tighten that bolt. Okay. You can see it's wedged in there pretty good. Then we'll install the leads. Alright, let's go try it out. Alright, let's see what this sounds like. We'll turn it on and hit the button. Ready? That sounds much better than the original horn. So you want to hear the original horn? Let's check that out on the other Kawasaki. And then here's for comparison. Here's the stock bike on Chantil's KLR. The horn. It's cuter. I don't know if it's louder, but it's definitely more verbacier. Definitely lower, the other one. This one's higher.
We thought this was going to be an easy installation until we put the panels back on, and that totally changed the sound of the horn.
So now we're going to do a test. We've got all the fairings installed. We've got them pushed up against there, and we're going to do a test of the horn. So there you go. So Unfortunately, this Soundbomb Mini has been an epic failure. You can't mount it in the stock location. So with the Soundbomb Mini wedged in between this bracket and the plastic, unfortunately it affects the sound, see? If you remove the plastic, it works fine. But unfortunately, there's just no room. The only way we could do that is just continue. We'd have to modify this fairing, and I'm not willing to cut that off. And there's no guarantee that it might work great in the garage, but when wind is pushing against it, it still might not work when we're riding, especially at highway speed. So we slept over it and came up with a different idea. You can't mount the Soundbomb Mini in here. It's just too tight. However, there's this huge space back here. So possibly we can put the bracket, we can modify the bracket so it goes back in this direction, and then possibly mount the Soundbomb Mini in here somewhere in this free space and connect it, and this will all be hidden behind this panel. So let's see if this works. So we're gonna have to modify these little Denali plates. We're gonna modify them here. We're in our vise. We're going to bend this back about, not quite 90 degrees. Okay. And then we'll go back to the bike and see where we need to bend this one. So with this bracket modified 90 degrees, I think all we need to do is put another 90 here. Maybe rotate it right around there. And that'll give us all this free space to mount the Soundbomb. Alright, back in the vise. And we're going to bend this another angle here. So this is I think our final solution. Let's see if that fits. Just mount the 10mm onto the Soundbomb. It's one to say Soundbomb. Drop the bomb, baby. Get it mounted up. That looks like it clears everything. Nice. Tighten it up and check out the sound. Let's see. Now let's plug it in. So it looks good. We got clearance. Sits in right in there. Doesn't rub against anything. It's just wire, but we'll zip tie that down. Let's see how it works. Looks like the horn fits right up in there perfectly. We've got everything tightened down. We've got the leads on there. Looks like they should clear. Looks like a nice little space for it. So we relocated it from this space where it's supposed to be because there's just no room for it. And we moved it up here. So let's see how it sounds. Horn test take, what, 15? Ready? Oh, finally it works. All right. So we found a solution. So we're going to put the cover back on and see if that affects the sound. So horns seem like they're very particular. You got to make sure they're lined up just right or it affects the sound dramatically. So we're going to replace the zip ties that we pulled earlier. All right, let's get the cover on now. So you can kind of see the location now of the horn, which is nice because it's in this hole. It'll probably resonate the sound so you hear it more outside the bike. It just blocks the reservoir a little bit for your coolant, but you can still see the level indicator from down here. We got the cover on. Let's see if the horn works. Please work. Whew, so there you go. I was originally going to title this video Soundbomb Mini Epic Failure KLR650, but as you can see, we got it to work. So if you're looking to install it in the stock location, it's just not going to work. We had hours of wasted time trying to fit it in that stock location. So the best thing to do is just relocate that bar, move that bar, little S curve, and push it behind there, and then it should work just like it did for us. So we're going to give you one little sound before we head off and shoot the next video. Nice. So if you're interested in more KLR modifications, make sure you subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of future updates.